Vahine going against Sally Fitzgibbons. It's on. It's going to be epic.
Absolutely. Round 1, Heat 1. These two ladies actually met over in Raglan. I feel like it was, if I say a week ago, I'm pretty on point with that. It was such a quick turnaround between these events. She can really tap in and start to let loose here.
In general, Sally Fitzgibbons is just seasoned in all stops of the tour, but competitively, she knows how to bring it in each and every heat, as we see Vahine go on this very first ride.
Yeah, just a little late to that first section. She's going to bar it, come around the corner here, then gets into the lip line here for Vahine. She's got such a strong backhand. We really want to see those waves start to bowl back towards her, let her open up. She's going to get an end section here with a really nice connection for Vahine Fierro. So there's a start for our lady representing France, obviously the queen of Chopu as well.
It looked like she was ready for that first hit to create that excitement, but she kind of had to drive down the line to make that opportunity happen a little further. Here, would have been nice to get over the lip. But she, of course, that's another thing when you're watching from the beach, you notice that last turn has such an impact on all the spectators and the judges and that. So at least she stayed on her board, and I'm sure it feels good to get the feet in the wax.
What's your take on being a goofy footer out here? Because obviously the natural footers, when you think back to previous winners, it's 2 for 2, with Caroline winning 2 events here and then Steph and Gabby. But for someone like Vahine, who has that big power turn on lock on the end section, is going to have a little bit of a look here. Sally Fitzgibbons is going to get her campaign underway here in Punta Roca. There's a nice carve to kick us off for Sal, just that style we've grown to love over the years. Comes around the corner again. She's going to push hard through this second carve with a nice foamy looking section to tag. Sal, she's got emotions. We always know when she loves the ends of her waves, and that was definitely one of those ones where she was feeling it. Sally, she's just such an entertainer. She wants to impress all these people. Vahine doing the same as well. Wow, loved that grab rail bottom turn up and strong into that carve here for Vahine. Not a lot down the line there. So both of these ladies opting for shorter, sharper waves by the looks of it, but I love the fact that they're not holding back on the moments that they're getting.
That was insane. One was front side and one was backside, and now it's reverse.
You can see here, just this next moment, this is the bit that we're kind of fangirling over.
Yeah, totally. I mean, oh my gosh, that was insane. And the size of the wave, the size of the section, and really good. So Vahine is getting the rhythm, right?
She's got priority. She's going to use it here. It's a big paddle to get into this one. She's trying to back up a 5-point ride at this point. Has the highest wave score of the heat right now. Love the down carve here. Gives her a lot of speed to work with down the line. I can see pushes hard, stays in that top third for that next carve. And then as she starts to get to a little bit more open wall, she's going to tuck in for a tube. But unfortunately, just pushing a little bit too far down. We're actually seeing a bit of a change.
And the wave never really slowed up to allow her to deliver major maneuvers on the inside.
This is a pretty solid wave though, so we definitely still have a lot of size here, but it felt like it kind of all came undone after that next carve. That's where we really started to see a lot of the foam and the bubble play into this wave.
The foam can be actually a benefit on these days that have a little bit of wind over the face. It can kind of make for smooth water, but there it added a little bit of cavitation and almost kind of looked like it threw Sally off, and the only option was to pull in, which it's kind of a classic move. I mean, talking about that entertainer spirit, she's never going to let you down.
No, never. I love that Sally is just still so driven, so determined, and has that eager winning feeling. And I feel like she probably has that maybe more than anyone that we see on tour. She's really open about how much she just loves competing. This wave, crop of women are dominating right now. For sure.
I'm actually quite good friends with Lakey Peterson. It was interesting having her insight going into this year as we watch Vahine picking up an inside wave. And this is, if this comes together, it's a great utilization on your backhand. Sometimes the smaller ones are a little bit slower, and they just allow it to, they make it a little bit easier for you to place your turns.
I actually really love the look of this wave. It's just a little bit slower. She can open up and push a bit harder each time. Comes into it big on the end turn here for Vahine. Got a bit of fins out as well. So I actually really love just that wave selection and how well she just detonated it from start to finish.
100%. You know what I mean?
We're the ultimate winners in this one. This wave though for Vahine, take me through it start to finish.
Well, I liked it. You know, it looked actually quite tricky to surf with this rib in the wave. So it's a pretty good first hit. And then it really all for me came down to how she delivered on this final turn. It had a lot of spice off of the lip and it threw a great amount of spray. So, I mean, within this ride, I feel like it could be one of her better ones for the heat.
That was sick.
Yeah.
That end turn was so sick. I feel like that a lot of people can kind of just come into that and let it be, but she did push up and over it. And just to see the amount of fun that she has on these waves as well, I think adds another element to her surfing too.
And it'll be interesting to see where the score goes. I was watching a couple heats this morning with Sawyer, and we were kind of analyzing, as a goofy foot surfer, sometimes utilizing those smaller waves can be a benefit because you will be getting the opportunity to deliver scores, but more spicy maneuver, and then she gets back out behind Vahine for the next wave. So this has a lot more in front of us from a heat perspective.
Oh my God, that was sick. Just really pushing into that carve here for Sal. Mid-size wave, absolutely attack mode. 1, 2, 3 turns.
With a singeing right.
Sal just, these turns here though, I mean, that first carve, that's the Sal that I grew up just fangirling over.
And she did a great job coming out of that second turn, creating the space and delivering on that third one. Really.
And that's that moment we were waiting for from Sal. Vahine's time to answer back. Comes in, goes kind of vert on that first section. You could tell she left it a little bit short on the wind back around. She gives us the carve to work with. We'd love this one to bowl up. Great bottom turn here for the Tahitian surfer. Nice and tight in the pocket yet again here for Vahine. She'll tag it for a finishing turn as well. So 2 really nice waves here for both of our competitors. Very different approaches, I want to say, but I love the fact we've gone mid-size waves, multiple opportunities on them.
Not a set wave.
And then Vahine here, her style.
Loving her style. First of all, this first turn to me felt great. I wish there was a little bit more spray, but it's spotless in terms of style. Did a great job of weaving through and creating maneuvers. This was another good one in the pocket. I'd be curious to see the differences in the scores as they come in. It's funny because, like we mentioned before, both of them having a pretty similar top score before this happened. I think Vahine might get the nod just based off of a bigger wave and more maneuver.
Just in the dying stages of that last one, it's almost a bit of a scary time to have priority. She's going to use it here. Bigger looking wave for S.Fitzgibbons. She's caught behind at the start here, and it looks like that ocean is just going to knock her off her board. So Sal, Vahine, she's got priority now out the back. Choice of what she wants. She likes the look of this one. There's a good bowl ahead of her. That's a massive turn here for Vahine. It's just the one though. So these bigger waves starting to shut down at the top of the point here.
A humongous turn here. Unfortunate that it closed out just after she finished it.
It's so funny to me that she's just so unafraid of lips and just going upside down on big gnarly sections because of the waves she surfs.
Yeah, actually that's a really good question. I'm sure she would be really stoked on the new format. Oh my goodness, as we see with priority, Vahine, 30 seconds to go, needs a 5.2. It's too deep, but Sally's going to pick it up here on the shoulder.
Yeah, going to go down the line here. We know Sal has an air game. She's going to stay high, come around the corner. She's going to carve through this section here. So Sally played this heat so well. I mean, this is hats off to Sal. She's looking at better a 4.87 here. This is such a nice bowly wave. Kicks the fins out, goes down though for Sally here. But this just feels like
she was in the right spot for those sets, but it didn't come good at the end.
So Sal getting one back on Vahine, where Vahine took the win at Raglan. Sal's going to get it here. So it's cool to see that both with facing the wave, that they're both going to take the win on the relative point breaks to them.